our coverage. And I want us now to cross over to my colleague Sharon Momanyi, who's joining us from Bomet County. Sharon, let's just discuss the kind of conversation you'll be having with the Governor Isaac Ruto.
Right, many thanks, Betty. It is a chilly night here at the Green Stadium in Bomet town, and I will be having a very candid conversation with incumbent Governor Isaac Ruto, who's also NASA co-principal. And very good evening to you, Governor. Many thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much, and good evening
to you
and fellow countrymen.
Right, so it's just 3 days to the general election. How prepared do you think we are as Kenyans and as, the opposition? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I think we are pretty well prepared, and I think Kenyans have had enough time to make up their minds. I'm sure those who haven't will wrap up in the next 3 days. And I think generally the elections are reasonably well prepared. We have had adequate debates over how to manage these elections. We have had push and pull here and there. We've also had court cases, and by and large, I think we are ready to go for elections come Tarehe.
Right. And your county has 322,000 registered voters, a county that's, considered to be a Jubilee stronghold. How confident are you that you'll bring a considerable number of these voters to the opposition?
I do not know, and I do not understand what you mean by a Jubilee stronghold. Jubilee has not held elections before in this county. Before there was URP. It was not a Jubilee election. So I don't know where you are coming up with this idea of a Jubilee stronghold.
So it's not perceived
I don't
as
perceive it as such. I perceive it as the county of Bomet ready to make a decision on 8th as to whether to vote machinani, and most likely they will do just that.
All right.
Yeah.
And as a governor here, there's been a number of accusations lodged against you by the opposition, and we shall be speaking more about that. But just one specific point that we'd want clarification on, even as we, sit here tonight on this stadium, which is one of the amenities in this county, there has been accusations that you have hindered development, specifically the construction of the Moi University in this town and taking it further to Sigor.
That's not true. That is far-fetched. We are the ones who went to solicit for the construction of a university here in this county. And in fact, we had offered more universities some 10 and later on another 11 acres just down behind this stadium on prime land. We relocated the stadium. We relocated the prisons. We offered them land in Kapkazo, which is about 7 kilometers from here. It's more universities themselves who chose Sigor because of the law, which required that they must get 65 acres. I mean, over 50 acres. That is the law. And that's what we were informed by Moi University, and they passed it in their Senate. What happened is that the national government came here and decided, because of politics, they decided to come and take over a stadium that we have built, which is probably the 3rd largest stadium in Kenya after Nyayo Stadium. It's a 50,000-seater stadium, which the county government has built with about 300 million Kenya shillings. And also right now, as we speak, this is the only county that doesn't have a dumping site. They also appropriated the dumping site. So our contention between us and and those who took away the land is what happens to the stadium which we've built. 2, where do we do dumping of the rubbish? As we talk right now, our dump site is right in the middle of the town, right in the middle, behind Prevan Hotel. Which is a very strange thing to happen in any modern town.
Okay, Governor, and we'll talk more about the development projects in this county and why the residents here really need to give you another term just after this session, because I want to hand it over back to Betty. Then we will continue with the discussion with NASA co-principal and Bomet Governor Isaac Ruto when we return. Back to you, Betty.
All right, thanks, Sharon, for that. Now, talking about NASA, the sibling rivalry between Mombasa Governor Hassan Ali Joho of ODM and Senator Hassan Omar of Wiper played out as the opposition coalition's final pleas to the people of Mombasa for more votes. Violence smeared the